Hey everyone, my name is Alan and I am a 7-figure Amazon seller and an FBA coach who has helped over 250 people launch and scale their own businesses. In today's video, I want to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I actually use Helium 10 to manage my 7-figure Amazon business on a daily basis. Helium 10 basically offers an all-in-one toolkit for Amazon sellers. So they have over 30 tools covering everything from product research to listing optimizations and refund automations. But instead of covering all of them, I will focus on 6 specific Helium 10 tools that I personally cannot live without. So let's dive into it. The number one is called Alert. This is for product hijackings and listing change monitoring. The second one is Black Box, which is for product research, especially when I am just coaching clients and trying to do a little bit of product research for my clients as well. The third one is called Cerebro. Basically, this is a feature for reverse ASIN keyword research and for competitive analysis. It is able to grab what your competitors' best-selling ASIN. We're able to see how it is ranking, which keywords your competitors are currently targeting on their PPC. So it's going to give us a lot of data from the competitors. Then there is a follow-up feature, which is for Amazon approved review automation. Next one is called a keyword tracker. This is for tracking organic and PPC keywords rank to guide my ad strategy. Finally, there is something that is really useful that is called a Refund Genie. This is for recovering money from lost or damaged Amazon inventory. This really helps because just by the Refund Genie alone, it can bring your money back from the investment that you have put into Helium 10 or even more. Last time I got refunded from Amazon like $2,000-$3,000 because of this, and that paid for a couple of years of Helium 10 software already. So each of these tools plays a unique role in keeping my business running smoothly. And I will explain what each tool is, why it is useful, and how I incorporate it into my daily operations. Along the way, I will share some insights, warnings, and some pro tips from my experience as well. So by the end of this, you will see how these tools help me save time, protect my income, and make data-driven decisions in my Amazon business. So if you are an Amazon seller or aspiring to be one, stick around. There is a ton of value here. Let's dive in. So let's talk about Helium 10 Alert first. And I often call it my 24/7 security guard for my Amazon listing. Now, Alert is a monitoring tool that keeps an eye on all my product listing and notifies me the instant something important changes. And this could include things like buy box changes. If I ever lose the buy box on one of my products, or if Amazon suddenly wins the buy box on my listing, I get an alert. As a private label seller, I usually expect to always have the buy box. So if it's lost, I know something is wrong. For example, it could be caused by hijacker or some other competitor activity. If a new seller unexpectedly appeared on one of my listings, like that is a classic sign of listing hijacking. I will get alerted right away. This is crucial for protecting my brand from counterfeits or unauthorized sellers. So alerts will tell me like if there are some unexpected changes to my titles, descriptions, images, category, or like dimensions of my product. Now, sometimes Amazon might just automatically update a category, or a competitor might just attempt to change your content. Either way, I will know immediately and be able to make the appropriate adjustment as fast as possible, because you don't want your product to be suddenly on a different category, right? That could really hurt your conversion and your listing and your profitability. Now, if my price suddenly changes, maybe because I forgot that I had already scheduled a deal on Amazon, or Amazon apply like a discount on my listing, I will get notified. Or if there is a sudden change in my product rating, like if I suddenly got like a 1-star review or a 2-star review or a 3-star review, I will get a notification on that right away, and I will be able to see what that review is. So if it is about my product, I can screenshot that review and send it to my supplier right away to address that problem immediately. The alert will also notify me when my listing gets suppressed, and this one is just a lifesaver. If my listing gets suppressed or taken down for any reasons, alerts pings me, and it will also send me a notification email as well. A suppressed listing means that it is not visible or it is not buyable to customers anymore, which can completely halt my sales. Now, with alerts, I am able to address the issues within minutes instead of possibly not noticing for days, especially when you have a lot of SKUs, a lot of ASINs. But if you only have one product, you probably would have noticed it right away. But like if you have a lot of products, a lot of ASINs, a lot of SKUs, this will be really useful for you. Now, why is this so useful? Because in an Amazon business, time is literally money. If any of these issues go unnoticed or like go too long, it can cost me thousands or sometimes tens of thousands of dollars in lost profits. And before I use alerts, there were days in the past where a listing had an issue, like sometimes a surprise suppressions, and I only caught it by manually checking my seller central at night. That was just not fun. Now that I will have the peace of mind that knowing that Helium 10 is constantly watching my business even when I'm not. Now, for example, I once got an email alert on a Sunday morning that's telling me that my best-selling product was suppressed due to a image change. So thanks to that alert, I jumped onto my laptop and fixed the issue in just like 20 minutes, and my sales resumed. Now, without alerts, I probably would have just lost a full day or sometimes more of the profits that I could be making that day. So this is how I will use it daily. So the great things is that alerts runs in the background, so it doesn't really require constant manual work. I just set it up on my Helium 10 alerts with my preferences. So I turn on the email message alerts. So for critical issues like buy box lost, or like listing, or like my listing got suppressed for whatever reason, I can see instantly by email. So, every morning I just do like a quick scan of any alerts notifications that came like overnight just to make sure everything is fine. But most of the days it is all clear. But by knowing, I will be instantly informed of any hijacking activities or like serious problem, lets me focus on other tasks without constantly worry in the back of my mind. Now, here's a pro tip. If you use alerts, customize your notification settings as well. Now, I recommend at least enabling text or push notifications for truly urgent events like losing a buy box or suppressed listing, so you never miss something that could shut down your sales. And for the other ones, you can just leave it as a notifications on your email or just your Helium 10 dashboard. Okay, so next up is Helium 10 Black Box, which is Helium's 10 powerful product research tool that often get described as an Amazon FBA product finder on steroids. It allows you to filter Amazon's entire product category based on specific criteria like price ranges, sales volume, number of reviews, categories, sizes, and so much more. And then it would basically spit out a curated list of product ideas that matches those filters. Essentially, you tell Black Box what kind of opportunity that you're looking for, what kind of product that you're looking for, how competitive the market, the niche, the product is, and Helium 10 will sift through millions of products on Amazon to find the hidden gems that meet your criteria. And why it's so useful? Because for anyone trying to find a new product to sell, the biggest challenge is sorting through the noises. Now, Amazon has over 350 million products, so finding that one product with high demand and low competition can feel like finding a needle in a haystack. Now, Black Box makes this process a much faster and data-driven process instead of randomly browsing through Amazon or relying on gut feeling. Now, actually, randomly browsing on Amazon can be a really good product research idea as well, but it could take more time. And by using Helium 10, it will get you started much quicker. Now, I can set a specific parameters on Helium 10, like for example, like show me the products in the kitchen category that are making at least $10,000 per month in revenue with under 100 reviews. And I want it to be priced between $20 and $50. And Black Box will generate a list of products that match those exact criteria. Let me demonstrate here. As you can see, we have a bunch of filters right here. We can make a simple filter, or we can do an advanced filter. But right now, I'm just going to do an advanced filter here. So we want to be selling somewhere in kitchen, okay? And now we want this to be making at least $10,000 in revenue, and let's just cap it at $3,000. And I want the price to be minimum $20 and maximum $50. And I want the review count to be at most 100 reviews. All right, so that's it. I can just click search and let Helium 10 do the work for me. All right, so now, as you can see, all of these will match my product criteria. And all I need to do is sort through all of these and see whichever one that I want to keep on digging. And basically, I can just take a look at all of these products right here and vet them one by one. So as you can see, Helium 10 is like having a dedicated research assistant that works in just seconds, right? This is incredibly useful, not just for my own product launches, but also for my coaching clients as well. Because many sellers really struggle with product selections. So I use Black Box during coaching calls to like help clients discover some product opportunities that fits their budget and goals. Or sometimes if I have a product that really fits my coaching clients, I will just give that product to my client. So essentially, Helium 10 is just a great way to brainstorm product ideas with real data to back them up. And now here are some pro tips of actually using the Black Box. So number one is you want to use multiple filters as well. So take a look at what I have just done there. Now, you don't want to just fill in every filter with like extreme values because you might just get like really low results, but start broad and then start narrowing down. Like for instance, set a revenue minimum and review max first to get a feel for the landscape, and then add more criteria and start narrowing down as well. Then you also want to check something that's called a seasonal trend. Now, Blackbox has history data charts through the integrations with Helium 10's X-ray tool for each product. So I always check if a product sales are consistent or they are just seasonal. Now, this really helps me avoid jumping onto a fad product that would just fade away, and you definitely don't want to sell a product that is a fad trendy product. Now, I have actually prepared a full product research guide with a criteria of checklist on how I personally vet my own product and my own coaching clients' product. So if you want that checklist and learn how to do your product research better, comment down below, I want the product research masterclass, and we will send it to you. And the best thing is it is completely for free as a gift from me. So Blackbox will give you the candidates, but it is still up to you to validate the opportunity. Use my product validation checklist to validate every single product before actually start sourcing that particular product. Helium 10 is not just a magic wand. You need to combine its output with your own judgment and with the checklist that I provide you. And by leveraging Blackbox, I have been able to consistently find new product opportunity for my business and for my coaching clients. Now, moving on to another software called Cerebro, which is Helium 10's reverse ASIN keyword research and competitive analysis tool. If the name Cerebro makes you think of brain or the X-Men, that's fitting. This tool is like the mind reader of Amazon listing, because in plain terms, Cerebro allows you to take any product ASINs. Now, for those of you who doesn't know, an ASIN is basically an Amazon product idea. So it would take the ASIN and find out which keywords that product is ranking for on Amazon. It's as if you could peek into your competitor SEO strategy or like their keyword ranking strategy and see all the search terms that brings them traffic. This is incredibly powerful for crafting your own listing and your PPC strategy. So why is this useful? Cerebro is described as a tool to identify the most effective keywords to build your own product listing and advertising. Think about it. When selling on Amazon, success largely comes down to choosing the right keywords so customer can find your product. With Cerebro, instead of guessing which keyword, I can literally put in my top competitor's product, and within seconds get a giant list of keywords that my competitor's product are currently ranked for, along with data like each keyword search volume and how many other products are competing for. Like, it is like getting a cheat sheet of what's working for the top sellers of my top competitors in my niche, and this saves a ton of time and ensures that I am not missing out on the most important keywords. It also helps me discover a niche or long tail keywords that I wouldn't have thought of myself as well. Like for example, if I'm selling a stainless steel water bottle, Cerebro might just review keywords like metal gym bottle BPA free or like insulated flask for hiking that competitors are ranking for, terms that I might not have included in my listing otherwise. So this is how I use Cerebro. So whenever I'm launching a new product, the Cerebro is one of the first tools that I use for the listing creation process. So I basically take a look at my whole niche, and I will take the top 35 competitors ASIN, the ones that are currently selling the most amount of units, and I will just basically put them on into my Cerebro, and I will just click get keywords. Then we are able to see for this particular product, we have about 9,829 total keywords that are currently being ranked for this particular keyword. I can sort this by search volume and see like what are the biggest search volume that this is currently ranked for. Or if I want to find some really relevant keywords that this particular guy is ranking on, I can set the organic rank to be max 10, okay? And I want to set the match type at organic, then I will be able to see which keywords that it is currently ranking organically on top 10. So as you can see, this particular product ranks about 808 keywords on top 10 on all of these keywords. Now, the next step, what I'm going to do is to filter out the search volume that are too low, okay? So what I can do here is that I can put a minimum 1,000 search volume, and when I click apply filters, it will instantly shows me, okay, so these are the top 18 keywords that has a search term that is above 1,000 search volume per month, and this particular product or my competitor is currently ranking top 10 off. So these will be my best keywords for me to know which keywords I should be ranking my particular product on. Now, once I have my refined list, I will integrate those keywords into my product title, bullet points, and back-end search terms. And I will even use them as a target in my initial PPC campaigns. Now, for sellers who have already been selling on Amazon, I would recommend using Cerebro to periodically audit your keyword performance versus your competitors. Now, because if I notice a competitor suddenly climbing in rank, I might run their ASIN in Cerebro to see if they started indexing for new keywords, or maybe they optimize their listing with some terms that I am currently missing. Now, it is an ongoing arm race, and Cerebro gives me and you the intel to stay competitive. Now, let's talk about the follow-up feature on Helium 10. This is the Helium 10's email automation tool. As Amazon sellers, we all know how important product reviews are, and they literally can make or break your listing success. So getting reviews and doing it the right way can be, tedious. Follow-up is my go-to solution for automating the process of requesting reviews from customers in a way that is 100% Amazon approved. In fact, Helium 10's follow-up has a built-in request a review automations, which basically is the official Amazon button for request a review from buyers, but does it for you automatically every order. So you don't have to go onto your orders and click review a request. If you have like 200 orders on a day, you have to manually click review a request 200 times. With Helium 10, it can help you do it. So let's talk about what this is. So follow-up is an Amazon email marketing automation tool that it can send out emails to your customers after they purchase, according to the rules that you set. Now, the most valuable feature in today's Amazon world is the ability to automate the review request. Amazon allows sellers to send one review or feedback request per order using their approved template. So this is how I would use the follow-up in my daily operations. Now, this doesn't really require me much attention after it's been configured. So that is the beauty of it. So as you can see here on one of our accounts, I have set the automation timeline to once the order is placed, I'll wait for around 12 days, and then it will automatically send a review request to the customer. So as you can see, on March 25th to April 1st, it has sent around 565 review requests to my customer. And I can also see this in my dashboard as well. Now, I choose 12 days because by then most customers have already received the products and had a chance to use it, but it's still within the 5 to 30 days window of Amazon allows for review requests. Now, the content of the actual review request, it's quite literally very boring. It is a Amazon standard email. It just asks the customer to rate or review their product and seller experience. But if you have a particular product that has a little bit problem with the quality, I would just opt out of that particular product to send out reviews, because you don't want people to have reviews on the products that you think that you have quality issues. So with Helium 10, you are able to select whichever product you want people to review for. Why is this automation tool so important? Because this consistent automated outreach has noticeably improved my review acquisitions. It's not a dramatic overnight difference, but when you send a polite review request to basically 100% of your customers, a certain percentage will always go on to leave a review. Now, before the automations, maybe I only requested reviews from maybe 20% of my customers when I remember, or if I had time. Now it's nearly 100%. And I've seen the impact in terms of more reviews coming in steadily every week. Now, more reviews means more social proof, and that equals to more sales. It also helps catch any issues early as well. If a customer had a bad experience, getting that feedback, even as a review, that could let me address the problem or improve the product. Now, a quick warning here. Always follow Amazon communications policy. Helium 10's follow-up makes it easier by using Amazon's own system, own template, but remember, don't try to send multiple review requests or send your own marketing emails that violate the policies. Amazon only allows one review request email per order. Follow-up will handle that limit for you, but if you're also using other tools or other buyer-seller messaging for custom emails, be careful not to do that, because the last thing you want to do is to annoy customers or get a policy violation. My strategy nowadays is to stick with the official automated review request. It is is simple, it is effective, and it is safe. Another tool that I check almost daily is the Helium 10 Keyword Tracker. Now, this tool does exactly what it sounds like. It tracks where my product ranks in Amazon search term result for specific keywords over time. I use Keyword Tracker to monitor my organic SEO progress as well as inform my PPC strategies. In a way, it's like my report card for like how well my listing is currently optimizing it and how are my advertising working on ranking those keywords. Helium 10's trackers provides a timeline view of your keyword ranking as well, showing how your rank goes up or down, and it even gives extra insights like whether that keyword is trending up or down in the search volume. It can also show if your product is running an ad for that keyword and how does your bid reflects on the position on that particular keyword. For example, like if your PPC is currently ranking on number 10, but you want that particular keyword to rank on like, let's say top 5, then that means that you need to increase your bid up. So why is this tool so useful? Because on Amazon, you might be ranking on page 1 for some keywords and page 5 for others. These rankings change constantly due to competition, stock levels, advertising, etc. So if you don't track them, you're basically just flying blind. Keyword Tracker lets me just monitor all of my most important keywords for each of my products. So I always know where I stand. For example, if I launch a new product and I target 20 main keywords, I'll add all of the 20 main keywords inside of the keyword tracker. So each day or even sometimes hourly, Helium 10 would check all my ranks for me. Watching the trend is super insightful. If my ranking is improving over time for a keyword, it means my efforts like my PPC, my listing optimizations are all paying off. It's a direct reflection. If a keyword ranking is dropping, it might alert me to a problem. Maybe a competitor is launched and it is pushing me down, or maybe that I'm currently running out of stock and Amazon trying to decrease my keyword ranking. So it's like having a pulse monitor for your overall SEO and keyword health. Now there's another very useful feature inside of the keyword tracker. It is for competitive monitoring, because Helium 10 lets you add a competitor's ASIN to the tracker so you can see how their keyword ranks and change over time. This is very, very handy because I usually keep tabs on the number 1 seller on my category because I want to be the number 1. I want to beat them. I want to become the best sellers in that niche. So if I see them suddenly jump to rank 1 for a keyword that I am currently ranked number 5 on, I might investigate what they did. Maybe they updated their listing or lowered their price, running a coupon or deals, etc. It just simply keeps me from operating in a vacuum. In one case, I noticed all my competitors dropped in rank for a certain keywords while I remained steady. It turns out that Amazon had changed the search algorithm a little bit because I was watching the tracker and I caught this trend early and adjusted my backend search term, which bumped me up to claim that number 1 spot. And let me tell you how I actually use this for my PPC strategy as well. If I'm paying for ads on a keyword, but I see my organic ranking climbing into the top 3, I might decide to reduce my ad bid a little bit, because for that keyword, I can save money because I am already organically ranked at the top. I don't need to double serve as much. Now, conversely, if I'm stuck on page 2 organically, but it is a very, very important keyword, I'll keep my PPC strong on it to maintain visibility until improved organic rank. The tracker's data showed me which keywords are currently worth pouring ad money into and which of them are doing naturally very well. And that can save me money from my PPC as well. Now, let me give you 2 tips when using this. Number 1 is do not panic over small dips on the rankings. Do not be overly concerned about the keyword rankings because it could fluctuate daily and sometimes even hours as well. So I look for sustained trend rather than freak out because today I'm ranking number 7, whereas yesterday I was ranking number 3. Because a lot of newbies really get alarmed by tiny drops. Instead, are you higher this month than last month? If yes, you're doing well. If a keyword steadily fails for a week or 2, then it is time for you to take actions. Maybe you need to improve the listing, maybe you need to push a little bit more on your PPC. Helium 10 can really give you that direction on what to do next. The second tip is to track meaningful keywords. Now, I track about 20 to 50 keywords per product, and those are the ones that really matters, because some people add like 200 keywords and then they really get overwhelmed. So I suggest focusing on your main keywords primarily and secondary long tail keywords as well, the ones that really drive the bulk of your sales, because often a few top keywords drive the majority of your sales. So keep a close eye on those core terms, not for all the other random ones. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the Refund Genie. This tool is all about getting your money back from Amazon when Amazon owes it to you. Now, you might be thinking, why would Amazon owe me money? Well, if you use FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, like I do, Amazon warehouse handles your inventory. And surprise, surprise, warehouse aren't perfect. Units can get lost, damaged, or destroyed by Amazon accidentally. So sometimes customers are refunded but never actually return the product. Amazon should reimburse you for these instances, but often they slip through the cracks or the reimbursement are less than what you've owed. The Refund Genie, this tool really automatically finds these cases of lost or damaged inventory and helps you claim these money back. You can think of the Refund Genie as an auditor that is constantly checking your Amazon math. It scans your FBA reports to identify inventory that went missing or got damaged where a proper reimbursement didn't occur. For example, if 5 units of your product were lost in the Amazon warehouse during the last quarter and Amazon never paid you for them. So the Refund Genie will flag that and even generate a report or like a case file that you can use to request that reimbursement from Amazon. And the other scenario is that if a customer buys your item, you send it and then it get lost in the transit, Amazon might refund the customers, but did it debit your account or theirs? So if it was a FBA order, Amazon should cover it. Refund Genie catches these sort of discrepancies like that too. So especially anytime inventory is lost, damaged, destroyed, or like not refunded when it should have been, there is potentially money owed to you. So over time, especially as your business grow into like a 7-figure range, sometimes even an 8-figure range, these little losses can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this tool makes sure you don't leave money on the table for Amazon. And I'll be honest, like I don't really check Refund Genie daily. It's more of a periodic task in my SOP, in my operation. So maybe usually once a month, I just let the Refund Genie run itself and to generate the latest report of the reimbursement opportunities. And Helium 10 really makes it easy by summarizing how much money it is potentially owned. Like it might say something like, oh, we found like $350 in potential reimbursements. Then it would provide all the detailed breakdowns for me. So basically, I just submit those things to Amazon, and within a week or two, I often see Amazon processing those cases and reimbursing the money. Look, it really feels like you found money, but really it wasn't mine to begin with. I just had to ask for it because Amazon sometimes just doesn't give it back to you. Now, margins on Amazon can be thin, especially when you factor in like PPC costs, etc. So like getting reimbursement for losses isn't just free money, it is rightfully yours, and you can actually make a noticeable difference in profits. Because imagine if you lost $1,000 of inventory over a year, and this could be very, very possible if you sell a lot. So if you never claim it, that's $1,000 off your bottom line. And if you cover it from this, that could pay for your Helium 10 subscription many times over or fund your next inventory order. So I consider this as part of my operation hygiene, like bookkeeping, just like you would not neglect accounting and just leave money on the table. Now, we have covered a lot of ground. These are the 6 Helium 10s that I use to keep my 7-figure Amazon business running smoothly day in and day out. Number 1 is alerts. That this keeps me notified of any urgent issues with my listings so that I can sleep easier at night. Black Box feeds me new product ideas and help me and my coaching clients to find their winning products using real data. Number 3, Cerebro. It reviews the secret keywords and strategies behind successful products. It informs how it literally gives me all the information on how I should optimize my listing, SEO, and for my advertising strategy. And the follow-up really automates my customers' email in a terms of service compliant way. This can really build up those important product reviews on autopilot to increase your conversion rate. Then the keyword tracker really just shows me on how I'm currently ranking and trending, guiding my SEO and my keyword strategy and PPC tactics with facts instead of guesswork. And Refund Genie makes sure that I reclaim every dollar that I owe from Amazon. That could be for inventory mishap, and that could really directly boost my bottom line as well. So together, these tools cover up a huge portion of my Amazon operations, from researching, from marketing to maintenance and troubleshooting. Could I run my business without it? But if it does, it would require either a lot of more manpower or accepting more risk and loss. So Helium 10 essentially gives me these superpowers as a single seller to manage a business at scale. That said, tools are just one part of your equation. The other part is actual strategy and support, knowing how to use these tools effectively and when to take action on the information they provide. Thank you so so much for watching this far. I have actually a special gift for you, so that link down below, you will be able to get a 35% discount off of Helium 10 if you use the link down in the description to claim your Helium 10. I hope the way I use Helium 10 in my business give you some ideas and value for your own Amazon journey as well. If you have any questions about using these tools or anything Amazon related, drop them down in the comment and I'm here to help. So here's to your success on Amazon. Remember, with the right tools and the right guidance, you can absolutely crush it. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.